Hello everyone, now we're gonna do the little driving test with my Volkswagen ID.7 Pro. We're gonna drive a tiny bit on the country road, then on the highway. I show you the assist system, how they work, and what you have to do in the screen, what's annoying. And here's the key. It's the exact same key that was with my ID.3 lock, unlock and trunk opening. And when you hold this, it will open the electric lift gate. And when you are in the car and it detects the car, there's an LED that blinks a bit. That was the same as with my ID.3. In the ID.7 you're still greeted with the horrible welcome screen that you have to press OK. You can get into the climate and stuff up here, but if you want to go deeper in the infotainment system, you still have to press OK. The ignition turns on when you just press the brake. Everything is on, and there's nothing yet. There's a stop button down here, but it's just for ignition if you're not in the car. If you don't need that, you just leave it like it is. Press the brake and you're in. What I have to do to drive, because I don't like it, is turn off lane assist and the overspeed warning. This is EU regulation and has to be on at every start. Luckily in the ID.7 this is very easy to do. To put the gear in, you just select the drive selector here, and when you are in D, you're coasting, or you have automatic regen, depending what you set in the infotainment system. And if you do it again, you're in B, where you have the highest regen. When you start driving, you notice right away that you can barely hear the pedestrian warning sound. So far, I haven't noticed it. In my ID.3 back in the day, I could hear it every time I started driving. The blinker is a bit loud, louder than in my ID.3. I would prefer it quieter. Driving in the ID.7 is amazing. It's quiet, it's comfortable, the power is enough with 286 horsepower. The steering is amazing, it's very controllable, it's extremely stable, there's no weird thing. The steering is not too firm, not too soft. I'm in comfort mode right now. It's amazing. Drive-wise, ID.3 was already amazing, ID.4 was a step up in comfort, and ID.7 is another step up. It's awesome. The turning circle is still amazing. It's just 20 centimeters less than my ID.3. For a gigantic car like this, I feel the same when I have to go into parking spots and stuff like this. Yeah, at 130 with this wet road and those bumpiness, I don't feel it to be amazingly quiet, and I couldn't say if it's quieter than my ID.3, but it's quiet enough. I can listen to music, don't have to turn it off very much. I can listen to a podcast and can understand the voice. Sound system is pretty good. Well, let's drive a bit faster. Let's drive the top speed. I turn my lane assist off. Top speed should be 181, something like this, even in the wet. Of course it's louder in here at 180, but it's still stable. I think it's not fully, but almost as stable as my ID.3 with 180. I don't need both hands on the wheels. It's also not an amazingly high speed. It's still comfortable. I can drive 180 for a while without getting exhausted. And you can put the cruise control at 180. That's no problem as well. But let's talk about cruise control and travel assist. You can turn it on your steering wheel when you just press set. Then it's set to the speed that you have been driving. So, and it will use the version of your cruise control that you have used the last time. So the speed limiter, adaptive cruise control, or cruise control with travel assist. So I had travel assist on, so it does that. It keeps the distance very well. You can adjust the distance here. You have 5 steps. It remembers the last time you used it. There's no setting anymore like it was in the old software where you can set that it always is in one setting. Doesn't matter if you change it during the drive. Now it's the last what you used. I can turn it off with cancel, with resume. I go back. When I press lightly on the top or bottom, I have 1 km/h change. If I press harder, it's 10 km/h change. And this now works, and of course I can swipe up and down to do that 10 kilometers change as well. The button feels way better than it was in my ID.3. The feedback is not as strong. It's right there when you do it. They improved that really well. The travel assist is as good as it always was. It shows me in the head-up display that it's on, that it shows me the lines. I can see the distance to the car in front of me, that this is the car that it uses the distance for. That's awesome. And the travel assist keeps me where I want it, so if I always steer against it more to the right, it will learn that and will be more on the right. But I like it in the middle. It does that very well. I don't have to steer against it. It's not fighting me. A light touch on the left or the right or somewhere on the steering wheel is all it needs. It never bugs me, hey, you're not having your hand on the steering wheel, unless I really don't have it on the steering wheel. And then you get the first warning with please keep your hands on the steering wheel, and the ID light will turn on. It will give me a message in the no message in the head-up display, and if I keep doing that, it will be red and it will beep, and if I still keep doing it, it will break for a tiny short time down to wake me up if there would be something. And that's awesome. So it does that really nice. There's also options in there where the adaptive cruise control will go with the speed limit, of course. There's an option. Does it do I don't think it can do the, if you want the overspeed. No, it's that speed limit response and road layout. So if it knows there's a strong corner, it will take a lower speed automatically. It will tell you. That's awesome. And if it detects the speed limit, if you press, I think you can press set, it will use that speed limit that it sees. Also awesome. You also have, of course, the lane change assist. So in my cockpit and in my head-up display, I can see a little car symbol and little arrows on the side, and it shows me if left or right. Right now it says left, but just for a short time, that it can do the lane change. And if I want that, I just tap the blinker. It shows me in the head-up display an arrow that it does it. It does it way faster than it did in the old software. They did that well, way improved. Good job. So I have the travel assist on all the time when I'm driving, even on a country road. On a country road, there are some things where it doesn't know what to do, and I noticed that with every car so far. Not just outside of Europe cars, no, even German cars, even though I'm driving in German, and this is not something extraordinary, it's just a weird line, and every car so far has a bit of a problem with it. It's not horrible, it's just, it steers suddenly in a direction where it shouldn't go, and you just have to know that. Regen in this car is a bit stronger than in the older IDs, ID.3, 4 and 5. It's not amazingly more, but it's a bit more, I think so. I think there's no one pedal driving, no way. Volkswagen limits the regen because of safety. When the road is slippery and you would have a full regen just on the rear wheels, the rear would move, and they don't want that. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.